Hey everyone, this is Mizan and you're watching WP Boffins, and this is the brand new course for the beginner known as WordPress for absolute beginners. In this video, I'm going to talk about the WordPress dashboard, and we have already installed WordPress in our web server. If you have missed that video, please look at the iCard at the video, which will appear on the right hand side of your screen. And if you're not getting any iCard, please check the description of this video, which will be appearing below of this video, and you're gonna get that video link and also the recommended web hosting that I suggest you should use. Okay. Now that we have installed WordPress in our web server, let's dive into the WordPress dashboard, that is the admin panel of WordPress. So before I do that, I'm going to log out from my current WordPress site so that you know the basics. So this is the raw installation that we have done, and this is the first page, that is the front end or the website of your website. So we can go to the admin panel or the dashboard in two ways. We can write wp dash admin, or we can just write wp-login.php. So in both ways, you if you're not logged in, then you will see this screen. Then you have to give your password, and then you can log in quite easily. Whenever you're logged in, you'll see a screen like this. So it will be pretty much like this at the beginning. So this is the screen that you will see. Okay. So this is what we call WordPress dashboard or admin panel. On the left hand side, you will see a lot of menus which we can collapse or expand, and the different menu has different like section. Now we are on the dashboard, that's why two options are highlighted, like home and updates. If we were in like post, there'd be more sub items from this section. Post will be activated or highlighted. Like right now we are on all posts, that's why it's bold, and there are different options like add new categories, tags, etc. So every one of these that a pop-up or modal types of screen appearing, this has separate options, and comment doesn't have subsection or sub options. That's why there is no menu appearing or no sub menus appearing. So these are the options that has options. So this is the menu with a lot of options, and on the top of the admin bar we are seeing an admin bar. It's called as admin bar, and on the first item, if we move, this is the WordPress logo, and it's all about WordPress, like what is WordPress, WordPress.org link, documentation link, support link, feedback link, etc. And this is your website's name, as I have already mentioned. And if you are on the dashboard, you will see a visit site submenu. If you click on it, you will be on the site, and if you are on the site, you will see more options like dashboard, themes, widget, menus, etc. So if you click on dashboard, or even if you click on here, it's actually the same link. Okay. So in this way we can shift from one section to, from the dashboard to the website, or maybe from the website to the dashboard. And here you will see comments. This is a basic installation without any plugins, so we are only seeing the comments. Right now there is no pending comment, that's why it's 0. And plus new means a lot of options, like you can post new post, you can post new media or upload new media, I should say. And page mean you can create new page or you can create new user, like this. So this is the basics option comes with the basic installation of WordPress. Then this is the menu for the current logged in user. In this case, this is created by Imran from my team, and it's his image and profile, things like that. I'm not going through this right at this moment. And then on this section there are a lot of widgets. These are called widgets in WordPress. These are admin dashboard widgets, and we can control this. Like this is the basic one that comes when you install WordPress. You can dismiss it, then it will go away. Then you can these are separate widgets, dashboard widgets. You can like see, you can go up and down, like this will go up, then this will go up. So you can also bring this down, things like that. You can actually organize these widgets, and same thing happens with this side of the widgets also. You can also expand or collapse these widgets like this. Nice. Let's say that you don't want to have all of them whenever you're logging in on your admin panel's dashboard. How you can hide this? From here on the screen option, if you click on it, you will see some options like this. So if I uncheck these, you'll see these are disappearing. So right now I don't have any options like any admin dashboard widgets. So if I want to bring those, then I can click on it, and it will appear back again. So in this way you can control the look and feel of your logged in dashboard. I hope that I could cover the basics of WordPress dashboard with you guys, and I hope that you have enjoyed it and learned the basic of WordPress dashboard. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the WordPress terms, the commonly used WordPress terms that you should know. Hello everyone, this is Mizan, and today we're going to talk about the basic WordPress terms that you should know before you start using WordPress. Let's begin. So this is the homepage of our website after a fresh installation. Right now I'm using a 2021 theme. It might be different based on the time that you are installing your WordPress. So I'm going to change this theme because okay, I shouldn't change the theme because it already has the options that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so the first thing that we notice whenever we are installing a fresh WordPress installation or any other WordPress installation, even if it's not fresh, you are going to notice it. The name of the website, this is in this case WP Imran. It is actually coming from the settings and the general. From here, the site title is actually WP Imran. That's why I'm seeing WP Imran over here. It's all caps because this has been done through the CSS of the website, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's coming from here, WP Imran INC. Let's see if it's changed. So WP Imran INC. So this is the site title terms that usually used for the website's name. And the tagline, just another WordPress site, is actually this one. We can change it, or from setting in general we can change it, or we can just leave it empty like this, and this will disappear. So this is the site title and tagline that in most cases we use. So these are the basic terms that we should know, and in pretty much in every theme you will see the blog post. This is the blog post that comes with the WordPress, and these are categories, in this case category. And if we go down, maybe you will see these options on the right hand side, or maybe on the left hand side. this, if there is a left hand side or right hand side, it is known as sidebar, left hand sidebar or left sidebar, right hand sidebar or right sidebar. If it's appearing on the bottom, it's known as footer. So if it's appearing on the top, it's known as it is called header. So but these are actually known as widgets. So the term that we'll use for these types of options is widgets, and it's actually coming from the backend. I'm going to show you. So let's see, if we are here, then widgets. So this is the widgets: recent post, recent comments. Then this is the search widgets, archives widgets, categories widgets, etc. And this is a footer widget. So this theme right now has a footer widget, and this is the footer widget, and we're checking these footer widgets like search, archive, recent post, category, etc. So this is widgets. The technical term form for this is widgets. Okay, so if we go to the post, then you see categories. These are the categories. Right now there is only uncategorized category. If we add another category like say WP tutorials, okay, so these are categories on the general term, but the technical term for this is taxonomy. So any category is technically known as a taxonomy. This is post by default category taxonomy, and tags is also another taxonomy. And if we had any other custom post type that we learn slowly in the future videos, there would be more taxonomies like this. So these are actually technically known as taxonomies, but for our case, for a like general audience name, it's category. Okay, so that's the category. WordPress design is known as themes, WordPress themes. And if we add simple functionality on a WordPress website that is not part of the theme, those we can do with the help of using separate codes known as plugin. So different code that performs different tasks in WordPress is known as plugin. Like we are plugging something into a multi-plug, then that particular device works, things like that. So in WordPress, a particular task is performed through a particular plugins. And WordPress users are users, and there are different settings on WordPress. If I click on add new post, then you will notice that if I write something, let's say this is my first post, this is the post content. Okay, I'm just saving it as a draft. If I click on this button on here, you'll see the permalink like this. Wait a minute. I'm just changing the permalink structure, but right now I'm not explaining what I'm doing. I'll do it in a separate video. So if you click, if I click on it, the permalink, you'll see there is a name. This is my first post, and if I click, sorry, not this one. If I publish this post, publish, see the domain has been changed to this one. So this part is known as slug. The technical term for this is slug, slug. So URL slug. So we can change it to anything that we want, like first post, and we can update, and it will change. Like if I go view post, see, this has been changed. So the technical term for this is slug. Okay, so there are different options like tags, featured image. Featured image is actually the thumbnail that appears in the post. So featured image is a front end term, or maybe a nice term, but the actual technical term is thumbnail. So tags we already have discussed. What is tag? This is a kind of taxonomy technically, but it's a tag that appears on the post, like a hashtag that we put on social media. So these are tags, kind of hashtag by which your post will be identified on a particular topic, things like that. Okay, so excerpt is actually it's optional. WordPress automatically generates a small description about your post, but you can write it, which will be appearing whenever we're sharing the post, or maybe on the homepage if your theme supports it. So I'm not going to talk about that because that's a more deep topic which we'll cover in a separate video. So these are the common thing that you should know, the common terms like WordPress site title, tagline, then the categories, also known as taxonomy. If someone is talking with you like nerdy topic, like nerdy words, like trying to be super cool, saying that, yeah, please change the taxonomy, so you know where it is, right? So the categories, tags, these are taxonomies. And if someone is saying that please change the slug of your posts, that means you should change the permalink for your part of the permalink of your total links. So the widgets are actually widgets, and you can put them on sidebars, maybe on the left sidebar, right sidebar, if your theme supports footer, header, things like that. And we also have talked about featured image and some other things that we are going to cover later. Okay, I'm going to cover two more things. One is menu, like from you can have menu. This theme doesn't have any menu at this moment, so we can create one top menu. Okay, I'm giving it a name as primary menu. This theme has two display location. That means this theme supports two menu. So I'm putting it on the primary menu, and if I go and check it, then it say my menu doesn't have any item, I guess. So yeah, I have to put something. I'm putting the sample page at this moment. Okay, 1 minute, let me save it. Saved. So this is the menu. So menu is another technical term. If someone is talking about menus, that means the options on your websites on the front end. Okay, sometimes some people will talk about please change the value of your custom field, but in a post or something like that. But right now we don't have any custom field. Still, the Gutenberg doesn't have all the options functionality. So if you need to change the custom field value, that is another technical term, small values, which you can change. Right now I don't see any options on the Gutenberg, but if you need to change the custom value of the custom field, then you can switch to another editor, name as the classic editor, which you can add from the plugins, add new. Or what I did, I clicked on the plugin, then add new, pretty much same thing. Then there will be some suggested plugin from or featured plugin from WordPress that you can install. So I'm installing the classic editor that we require at this moment to show the custom field value, and you have to also activate it. Okay, now if I go and switch my post, it's right now on the classic editor, and here is the option, the custom field. So if your theme, like let's say that your theme is something like a movie review site theme, you need to put actors address or review things like that. You can put those using the custom fields. So this is another technical term that you might need whenever you are trying to edit your posts. So these are the pretty much most common technical terms that you should know when you are using WordPress. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we're gonna actually jump on different options of WordPress, like how to add post, how to change page options, things like that. Hello everyone, welcome to WordPress Boffins. This is your host Mizan. This is another brand new video from my WordPress management series. So far we have learned about how to install WordPress, a quick look at the WordPress dashboard, and also we have learned about the commonly used WordPress terms. In today's video, I'll discuss what is post category, how to post in WordPress. So let's get started. In WordPress, post means a normal content that we post regularly in a WordPress website. WordPress is primarily known as a blogging content management system. The regular content that we post in WordPress is also is known as the posts. It means like a diary, we post based on a dates on the WordPress post system. It could be archived based on dates, months, and also categories. So what is category? Category is simply the segmentation of content under different types or names. So what is WordPress post category then? To understand WordPress post category, let's think of a website that produces recipes, and mainly meat-based recipes. Now there are different types of meat that we can make recipes for. For example, a recipe could be for chicken, beef, goat, sheep, and many other forms of meat. Now all the recipes are posts, and a recipe of a type of meat is the category of that post. Hope that makes sense. If not, don't worry, we'll do a practical demonstration. Now let's make a post and category practically inside of the WordPress content management system. To make a post, I'm going to go to the WordPress dashboard, and before that I would like you to subscribe my channel so that I can make more content, and please share your thoughts about what types of content do you like to have on my channel, or what is your opinion about my content, how I can improve it, and how I can produce more content that are beneficial to you. Okay, so now let's go to the WordPress dashboard. From now on, I will use lab.wpboffins.com as my primary website for this course. Before, I have used another domain, local setup, but now I'm going to do it on the web server so that you can later see what I have done on this website. Okay, so this is the WordPress dashboard, and we are going to work with the post option of this menu of WordPress dashboard. If you look at the lower left corner of this screen, you will see that whenever I am hovering over the post, there is a link, and also when I hover over the all post, there is also the same link. So it means that if you click here or here, you will have the same thing. So I'm clicking on it. It has taken me to the posts that I have already posted on this WordPress. Okay, so these are the posts that already have been posted on this website, and if you look here, there is a button named add new, and there is also another menu items named add new. So both of them actually does the same thing. So if you look here, and if your eyes are on the lower left corner of the screen at this moment, you will see that link are same. So you can click here or here, no problem, those will do the same thing. So I'm clicking here, and you will see the WordPress dashboard. So at this moment, it's a block editor. We can use classic editor if we like. We have already seen that in our previous video how to bring the classic editor if you want to use that. I'm not going to do that again. So in the block editor here, you give the WordPress post title. That is the title of the content, and post is simply content, by the way. So I'm giving, here is my post title, and these are blocks, different blocks where you can put your content. And for that I am taking help of a website named Lipsum. So from here I am taking some content, so the process gets quicker and easier. Okay, so in this way we can add content, and then if you are ready to publish it, you can hit publish, things like that. Okay, so if we click on the view post, we can see the post on the front page of our website, or the front end of our website. Now if I go back to the all posts, I'll see that my new posts are already here, and it's under uncategorized. So if I click on the title or in the edit, same thing happens, and I can change the category from here. And right now there is only uncategorized category. I can create a category on the fly from here, like let's say it's a chicken recipe. If I hit enter, then it will be added on the system, and I'm just unticking the uncategories and updating the post. And if I click on the icon, I will go back to the WordPress post dashboard, and I'll see that it's all under the chicken recipe. Pardon me for the typo. I have just made a typo on the name. So if I go to the categories, I will see the categories already that I have on this WordPress installation. So chicken recipe, so I can easily edit it by clicking on edit or on the name. And I'm just now going to correct the name of it. And if you see there is a slug name, there is an option named slug. Slug means the permalink, or the URL friendly, SEO friendly URL, to be honest, that we'll see whenever someone types the URL on the web browser or click on a link like that. So we can we have to correct this one also, and I can just hit update. And I have already discussed about slug on the commonly used WordPress terms. So in WordPress you can't give space, you have to give either underscore or dash in the slug, but it's a common practice and much more recommended of giving dash. So we have given dash here. Okay, so I'm going back to the category, and we can create category from here, like let's say it's a beef recipe. So I have to create recipe, then slug. If we don't give any slug by ourselves, WordPress will automatically generate the slug based on the words, and followed by a dash, and then followed by the words, and so on. If there is multiple words, it will give multiple dash between them. But we can also give our own slug like this. Let's say beef recipe by Nisan. Okay, so this is just to demonstrate that you can give slug as you want. And there is an option named parent category. From here you can give a parent category. Under that it could be a child category. If you don't give any category as parent category, it will be under none, and that will be the parent category by itself. And we can also give a description for the category, but for now I'm not giving that anyway. So yeah, so this is here, and you can see that beef recipe is already here, and the slug that I have selected, that is also there. And if there is two similar category, I mean category with same name, it will still be a category, but the slug will be different. Like let's say I'm clicking on it, it will be changed. Okay, so yeah, the beef recipe is already there. So we can't give same one, but before it could be given, but maybe WordPress has updated this one, and which is good, so you can't give the same name anymore. Okay, so that's a good thing. So yeah, in this way we can post and we can create category in WordPress. I hope you have enjoyed this small nifty video and small tips about how to use WordPress. I'll see you in the next video where we will discuss about the tags, which I haven't covered. If you have seen in this video, tags need some different kind of understanding and description, so I have put that for another separate video because that deserves a separate video. Okay, that's it for today, and I hope you have enjoyed and you have learned how to make a post and how to make categories, and you have got a clear picture about what is post and what is category in WordPress. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome to WordPress Boffin. This is your host Misan, and we are working with a series named WordPress for Absolute Beginners. This is the WordPress management series that will help the beginners to understand anything about WordPress and how to start using WordPress. So far we have learned about how to install WordPress, a quick look at the WordPress dashboard, and also we have learned about the commonly used WordPress terms. In the last video, I have talked about the post and post categories. In today's video, I would like to discuss about the tags and what is the difference between tags and categories, and when to use tags, and how to use tags in post and pages. So let's get started. WordPress tag is one of the default tools you can use to categorize your WordPress post. Each post can have multiple tags, and visitor can click on tag to find similar posts that have the same tag. Unlike WordPress categories, tags are completely optional. That is, you are free to add WordPress tags to your post, but you can also publish a post without tags. The choice is yours. On a technical level, both tags and categories are taxonomies. They're different kind of taxonomies, and taxonomy is just a fancy word or a technical word, I should say, that actually we use to develop things like tags, categories, custom categories, things like that. So it's actually completely optional. You can use tags if you like, but you have to use a category if you're posting in WordPress. That's the only difference. But tags helps to combine same types of content. For example, let's say that we're on a supermarket, and we see that in some cases there are discounts in the supermarket. Maybe on a rack it is $10 products, on another rack it is $20 products, or maybe in a rack it's vegetable, in another rack it is meat. So that could be defined as tags, and on tags there are different types of vegetables, which are actually vegetables, or maybe meats, things like that. So it's easier to find similar content based on tags, but category could be very specific to something. So that's the case. So it's totally up to you when you're going to use tags and when you're going to use categories. So let's take a look how to use tags. Okay, so we are on our lab.wpboffins.com, and from here I am going to start a new post. And let's see, I'm giving a title, vegetables. Green vegetables, let's say vegetables. Okay, so from here we can give the tags, like we can add green vegetable as our tags. vegetables. So now when you're typing on this box, WordPress will scan the tags database and figure out if that tag's already used or not. If not, then you just have to uh, give a comma, or you can hit enter if you just want to give one tag. And if you want to have more tags, then you can give a comma and start writing another tag's name. So these are newly added tags. That's why there were no auto suggestion of tags from the database. So I'm going to publish this post, and then I will see the post. So these are the tags. Okay, these are the tags. This is the uncategorized, the default category, because I haven't selected any category. So let's say that I'm clicking on vegetables. Now there is only one post with vegetables. Let's make another post, and I'm going to give it a papaya name, that kind of another vegetable, and let's say green papaya. And now I'm going to add another tag from this post of block editor, and let's say the tag is vegetables. So I'm writing the tag. Now as the tag is already exists, so I'm seeing the tag, so I can type or I can just click on here, and I'm now going to publish it. Let's check how it looks. So there is only one tag. The design of the website will be different based on your themes. Now if I click on vegetables, I will see there are two posts. One is vegetables, another is papaya. So based on this tag, you can easily figure out which posts are written on that tags. And there in the URL, we'll see the tags are defined tag / the tag name. So in this way, you can find any tag on any website that are built on WordPress, and it is quite helpful sometimes for the visitor and also for the search engine, so that they can figure out the similar kind of content based on something. Now we can also add tags from post and tags from the post menu and tags. From here we can see all the tags. Like there are two tags on this website. One is green vegetables and another one is vegetable, and this tag has been used how many times will be shown in the count column. So vegetable has been used twice, and green vegetables has been used once. And if we want, we can create tags beforehand, like without putting it on the post. Let's say that I want to make a tag named meat, so I'm going to add it, and slug is simply the permalink name. Like if you have multiple words, then there will be hyphen. We have already discussed about that on our previous videos. So you can define your tag slug by yourself, or maybe not by yourself. It will be automatically added by WordPress. But it's better if you want to make something meaningful, then write your own slug. And description is like it's a meta description for the search engine and also for the user if your theme supports a good design and shows the description of the post. So you can also write that if you want. For now I'm not giving anything, and I'm just hitting the add new tag. Now there is no count because I haven't added this on any blog post or even in a page. Let's add a tag on a page. Let's see how it goes. So from here, the options are coming. So I think my theme doesn't support any tags on it for page. Some themes supports, or some custom post types will support this, but for now I don't have any tags on it. So for this theme, we can't add any tag. Based on your WordPress setup, you could have tags for your page. So we can say that By default, tags are only for posts, but some themes or some setup, like using a custom plugins, can help you to add tags on your page. So that's the answer. And when you are going to have tags by default, if you're writing the tags for post. I hope this video makes sense and you now know what is tags and when to use tags and how to use tags. Hello everyone, welcome to WP Boffins. This is your host Mizan and I'm here with another brand new video from my WordPress management series named WordPress for Absolute Beginner. In this video, we are going to learn about WordPress media and what medias are supported in WordPress by default. So let's begin. Media is a tab in your WordPress admin sidebar which is used to manage user uploads, just like images, audio, video, and other files. So the next question is, what medias are supported? That is, supported media file types in WordPress by default. According to WordPress Codex, if you don't know what is Codex, Codex is the official documentation provided by WordPress. So, according to the WordPress Codex, specific media files are supported by the CMS for uploads. Supported images include JPEG, JPG, both are the same with different extension, PNG, and GIF file, that is. Supported audio files include MP3, M4A, OGG, and WAV. Several video files types are also supported, including MP4, M4V, MOV, WMV, AVI, MPG or MPEG, OGV, 3GP, and 3G2. This gives you quite a bit of freedom in terms of what you can upload. Generally, these file types will serve the needs of most people. So now let's have a look how we can upload and manage media files. Under the media menu, there are two screens. The first screen is the first option is library, and the second one is add new media. So if we click on library, then we'll see all the media already uploaded. There is no media uploaded on this WordPress as it is a fresh one. If there was any, then we could have seen all of them listed on here. We can also add new media by clicking here and upload it directly from our computer. And if we upload media from this option, these will be uploaded to the WordPress CMS to our website, but those will not be attached to any post. So if we want to add those image and attach them to the post, then we can go to post. Let's say we are adding a media. Okay, so I'm giving a name, media post, or it should be post with media. Okay, so we can upload the media from here, image and other things, because it's a block editor. So we can upload any media like this, like image, files, etc., like in this way. If you were using classic editor, then there would be different way to upload media. So I will show that in the later part of this video, but right now I'm going to click on upload if I want to upload it. Let's say I'm uploading this image of myself. It will be uploaded here, and if I publish the post, you can see it. Okay, so here is the media, and if we go back to the media library, then we'll see that my image is already here. So this is my image, and if I click, and you can easily see that uploaded to post with media, that post, so it's attached to that post. So if I want to add a media without attaching to the post, then I can also do that. For that, I'm actually going to add this one. And it's already uploaded to the WordPress, and if I click on it, I will see that there is no uploaded to option because that's not attached to any post. And right now I can add this to any of my posts. Let's say that I'm adding this to the papaya post that we have seen on our last video. So I'm going to do that by clicking on this and media library. From there I can click on upload file if I want to upload a new one, but I am going to click on media library. Then I am clicking this one, and I have just added it to my post, and if I hit update, then it's already attached to this post. So in this way we can also add and upload media files. If you have been using WordPress for a long time, then maybe your editor is something different that I have already demonstrated, because I have demonstrated how to add medias on block editor, but the old editor in WordPress is known as classic editor. So right now in any of the latest WordPress version, there is no classic editor. It's shipped with the block editor to yours. So if you install a WordPress beyond September 2022, then it means that you have block editor. So install if you are comfortable with classic editor, then you have to install it. For that, what we have to do, we have to add that classic editor. It's actually a plugin, but as I am not demonstrating how to install plugin, so I am not going to explain everything. I am just installing the plugin, classic editor. Just to give you a quick idea how to install the plugin, you have to go to the plugin menu, then add new, and then you will see the classic editor at the very beginning, because it's the most popular plugin with WordPress user. 5+ million active installation. That means 5 million plus users are actually using this one. So people are actually quite comfortable with classic editor than the block editor at this moment. So I'm activating that. Okay, so to use the classic editor, we have to go to settings and writing. I will explain everything later in my dedicated video for settings, but right now I have to see which editor is actually selected. So right now the classic editor is the default. So if I go back to my post and click on the papaya one, so I'll see that the editor is different than the previous one. So edited Elementor is actually added by another plugin, Elementor, which I will talk about later in another video in my channel, but right now I am not talking about that. So the add media button is the button that you will use to upload media file on your classic editor. So let's see, if I click on it, then we'll see that this is our media library. If we want to add any new media file, then we have to click on upload files, and we can upload the files from this menu. Like these are the menus, and we have to put our cursor on the right direction or place where we want to add any of our media. So let's say that I want to add this one. So in this way we can add media, and in the classic editor you have to edit the media size and things like that, and you have to align the medias. So you can select the thumbnail, medium size, large size, full size, etc. Okay, so that's it. How to add a media from classic editor, we have also demonstrated that. I have shown you how to upload images. You can add any files that I have said on the supported list, and you can't add executable files like .exe and other format that are executable files for security purposes, but you can easily add those if you compress them to zip file or RAR files. I hope that you now understand what medias are supported in WordPress and what is actually the uh, main reason for having media on our website. So that was it for today's video, and I hope that you know the basics of media and how to use them in WordPress. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Starting a WordPress website can be overwhelming if you are new to building websites. One commonly asked question by newbies is the difference between pages and posts. While the two may look similar, there are several differences you need to know. In this video, I will explain the details about page, like what is page, differences between page and posts, how to give different style in different pages. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and let's begin. By the way, this video is part of my series named WordPress for Absolute Beginner. If you want to learn the basics of WordPress step by step, please check the description for all the videos in a playlist. Or you can also check the iCard of this video, where I will also put the video playlist link. Now, let's dive into today's topic. Posts in WordPress are entities listed in chronological order. These usually feature dynamic contents of different types, with common example being blog posts, new articles, product updates. In essence, posts are used to share content for engagement conversion purposes. Now, what is WordPress pages then? WordPress pages are static entries that are permanent fixtures of your website. However, just because they are static doesn't mean they are set in stone. You can still update them as you see fit. For update, unlike posts, pages are not organized in chronological order. Instead, they are usually listed in the menu of your website. Every website requires at least one page to be visible to the public, but WordPress enables you to create as many pages as you need. Pages are distinct from posts in three main ways. Pages are designed for static content. This means they are for content that rarely changes over time, like About Us page, contact page, etc. By default, pages do not allow comments. Pages are placed to share information rather than encouragement social engagement. You can use a page to hold and display a post. While you can display post on a page, you can't do the opposite. Understanding the difference between pages and posts in WordPress is just the beginning, of course. Let's dive a little deeper to discuss how to manage a page. WordPress makes it easy to manage your web pages. Out of the box, the platform comes with all the tools you need to create, edit, organize, and remove any pages on your website. Let's address these tasks one by one. Your first step is learning how to create pages and edit them. To get started, go to your WordPress admin dashboard. So I'm using my lab.wpboffins.com websites again. From the left menu, select Pages and then click Add New. Let's say that this is our About Us page. And let's see if I have any about us page on wpboffins.com website or not. Yep, I'm just taking some content from this website. Okay, once I have added the content on my page, then I will just hit the publish. Okay, so if I go to all pages, I'll see the pages created on this website. There are 4 pages at this moment: sample page, about us page, Elementor 16. These are already published, and this one is under the draft. Draft means it's not published. We can edit it and publish it later. To edit a WordPress post, what we have to do, we have to click on edit, or we just have to click on the name to edit a page actually. Then we can add any content that we like to add on this one. Okay, if you haven't watched my post video, then you might not have an idea what is permalink. Permalink is the link that will be used to share this post. It's that URL of this post, and we can change the slug, that is this part of this post, like this part. Normally what WordPress does, it takes all the words from this title, then give hyphens between them, and if we want, we can give it a different name, like about WordPress Boffins for this case. And if we hit enter or OK, then it will be changed. So this is the permalink or slug for this particular WordPress page. And once we have finished updating, we can just click update, and we can give featured image if our themes support it. Now, how to give different style in different pages. There are different website represents their pages. Like some pages are full width, some pages has sidebar, or some pages has like a separate kind of design, like fully different. So these are actually done through special page template which we call in WordPress as page template, and normally it's under this page attribute widgets. From here we can select the parent. Like if this is the top level page, then we don't need to select any parent. There will be no parents. By default there is no parents. Then if you want to categorize a page under another page, like let's say that you have a lot of sections in your about us section, like messages from founders, team members, achievements. So if you want to create separate page for those particular pages, then you can create those and then select the parent. Like about us would be the parent. As I don't have a lot of pages, so I'm giving sample page as the parents, then it will be under the sample page as child page. Now there is another option like name template, which I just said how to give different style. So by default there will be default template. If your WordPress setup, especially the themes supports custom page template, then those will be listed here, or any of your plugin supports custom page template, then those will be listed here. So I have default template, blank template, Elementor canvas, Elementor full width, page, large header, page, no separator, and theme. These are from themes and also a few plugins. For example, Elementor is one of them. So if I click on let's say default page template, then if I hit update, as I have selected sample page as parent, so in the permalink there is sample page, and then after that about WP Boffins. If there was no parent, and there will be no secondary URI here. Okay, this is the default design for this particular theme to show the page. Now if I change it back to the theme one and I update the page, then if I check it, still it's the same. Maybe this is from the theme. If I select page large header, you'll see the header has changed, and there is large header on this page. So in this way we can change the design, feels and look of any WordPress page. I will explain a lot of different way how you can style your WordPress website, and most of them will be through pages anyway, in the advanced video, not in this beginner series, but you can do it. This is the basics of how to style a different page in different way. So just explore this by yourself and see what fits your needs. So that was it for today's video. It's a very basic, very simple. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you have any question, please leave your question down below on this video. I will try to give answer if I know that, and if I don't know, I will try to learn and give answer for your case. Until next time, take care. And hello everyone, welcome to WordPress Boffin. This is your host Mizan, and I'm here with another brand new video from my WordPress management series named WordPress for Absolute Beginner. In this video, I'll talk about WordPress comments, things like what is comment and how to manage comment in WordPress. Let's begin. If you haven't watched the previous video of this series, please look at the info card or in the description of this video below. If you are new here in my channel, please consider subscribing. Now, what is comment in WordPress? As the name suggests, comments allow your website visitor to have a discussion with you and each other. When you activate comments on a page or post, WordPress inserts several text boxes after your content where user can submit their comments. Once you approve a comment, it appears underneath your content. How to manage comments? If we are logged into our WordPress dashboard, then we'll see an icon like this, like comment or bubble card on the admin bar. Also, there is a menu item named comments in the left hand menu. If I click here or here, both are the same options. So I'm clicking here. We will see that there are a lot of comments based on your WordPress setting. By default, WordPress actually have one comment that is from the WordPress commenter. That is default comment. So it's approved by default. So if we go on this section, we'll see that there are all mine, pending, approved, spam, trash. These options are available on the comment section. All means all of the comment, as the name suggests. Mine means the logged in users comment. Pending means the comment that are still not approved. Approved means the approved comment, and spam means the comment that we have marked as spam. And in the trash, if we delete a comment, that will first go to the trash. Then if we clean the trash, then the comment will be removed permanently. How to enable or disable comments? You can easily enable or disable comments on a post or page. Let's see how you can do that. To enable or disable comments, open the post or the page in the edit mode. Okay, so I'm going to open a post like this one. Okay, if you are on classic editor like this one, then you have to find the screen option. From there you can see the discussion and comments. So please check these boxes Then you will see the discussion box. It allows us to select whether we want to have comments on this post or not. By default, for post, comment will be allowed. We can also turn it off from settings, but I am not going to walk you through that because I will demonstrate that in later. Okay, there are two options: allow comments. This means that human can comment, or human like bots can comment on your website. Allow trackback and pingbacks on this page means that if someone linked to this blog post from their website, then that will be also treated as comment, and you will see that through WordPress trackbacks and pingbots API. And if there were any comment on this post, we'll see that those under this comments section. This is the classic editor solution. Let's check the solution for the block editor. I have opened the same post in the block editor, that is the Gutenberg editor. So under the discussion section, we'll get the allow comments and allow pingback and trackback options. And by default, there will be no comments widgets here, but we can easily check the comments from the comment section of the website. This is the way how we can enable comment on post. We can do the same for page. If we go to any of our page, we'll see that there is also a discussion option, and by default for page the comment will be disabled, but we can easily enable it. Now if I open this post in incognito mode, or I should say that this page, I'll see a box under my content as leave a reply. This could be different, the title, because a different theme could have different title or description, but more or less the comment form will be similar. And this is the comment. This is a comment, and here we can give the name of ourselves or whatever website or things we want to give, and I am also giving the email address. And website is not important. I mean, it's optional. You can you can just stop giving it. For now, I'm not giving it, and then I will click on post comment, and this will be waiting for moderation, and one admin should moderate it, because by default all the comments are on the moderation. We can also change the settings how the comment should appear on the website, but I will discuss those in the later video that will be linked on the iCard or in the description. For now, I'm closing it, and if I go back to my WordPress, then I'll see that there is one after the bubble. So that means that there is one comment is pending for moderation. If we go, then we'll see that pending has one comment, and from here we can select approve. We can reply to this comment with the logged in admin account or any other account that are supported, and then we can mark it as spam, or we can put it on the trash. So now I am approving the comment, and if I check the post, then I will see that the comment appeared already here. And if someone is logged into the site, or if someone wants to reply to this comment, they can do it. For example, I am replying this comment as I am logged in. So this is from the admin. So we can do it, and it's already approved. And let's say that we want to give a comment as third party, and we want to reply to this comment. So here, this is reply from non-logged in user, means posting the comment. That will be also under moderation, as I am not logged in user or I don't have previously approved comment. So let's see that if we go to pardon me, if we go to the comment section, then there will be pending comment, and if we approve that, that will be under the approved section. Now if I want, I can put this as a spam, then it will go to the spam menu. Then from there we can delete the spam or select it not as not spam, because sometimes we might accidentally click on the spam option. And similar could happen for the trash one. If we want to put a comment in trash, then click on trash, and from there you can delete it permanently, or you can restore, or you can select it as a spam, but I'm restoring it. We can also enable or disable comment in bulk, I mean approve or disapprove comment in bulk. We can select all of them, then we can remove, mark as a spam, unapprove, approve, things like that. Now how to enable and disable comment in bulk, like if you have plenty of pages that doesn't have the comment enabled by default. So how do you do that? For doing that, we can use the help of settings, and or we can go to the page, and from there we can quick edit and select enable or disabling the comment option. But those will be discussed in the settings video. Please check for please check the description below for the settings video, and or you can also have that on the info card. That was it for comments. I hope you have liked this video. If you did, please press the thumbs up button. If you have any question, please leave a comment so I can reply with answer. Until next video, take care. Hello everyone, welcome to WordPress Boffin. This is your host Mizan, and I'm here with another brand new video from my WordPress management series named WordPress for Absolute Beginner. In this video, you will learn about everything that you need to know about WordPress theme, like what is a WordPress theme, how to install and uninstall WordPress themes, what is theme settings, how to customize a theme. So let's begin. If you haven't watched the previous video of this series, please look at the info cards or in the description of this video. If you are new here in my channel, please consider subscribing. Okay, what is theme in WordPress? A WordPress theme is a group of files that could include graphics, style sheet, and code that dictates the overall appearance of your blog or website. Themes can control something as vast as your site's layout or as minutes as your hyperlink colors. How to install WordPress theme? Let's have a look how we can install WordPress themes. There are several ways we can do that. We can install from the default WordPress repository or from sites like Theme Forest or Theme Rally. If you are installing theme from repository, it could be automatic, one-click installation, or maybe manual one. But keep in mind that free theme doesn't offer all the leverage to design a great website. For paid themes, you have to purchase from the third-party website and then upload the theme to WordPress dashboard of your website. Okay, let's install theme in both ways. To install a theme, we have to go to the Appearance then Themes menu. Here under the theme, we'll see all the available themes that are installed on our WordPress website. Right now I have two themes installed in my WordPress. One is 2022, another one is 2021. But the theme that I am using in my website, that is at this moment active theme, name is 2022. Now if I want to install WordPress theme from WordPress repository, that is the repository, this one, what I can do, I can go to themes and check for different themes. If I want to install WordPress theme from the WordPress repository, what I can do, I can click by the one-click installer. To do so, I have to go to this option here and click on it, or I can do add new themes. After clicking that option, you will see all the available theme at this moment under the WordPress repository. Right now, if I click on several option, you will see that there are a lot of themes. So WordPress has categorized them under popular, latest, favorites, etc. So under the popular, you will see that right now there are 5084 themes that are very popular amongst the WordPress user. These are, mind you, these are free themes, and most of them are freemium. That is, they have a free version. Normally we call it light version, and they also have a pro version. Normally we call pro or premium version. So at this moment, I have the most popular theme 2022 installed on my system, and 2021. Then there is Hello Elementor theme, that is for developed by Elementor team. Then Astra, Ocean WP, etc. Okay, you can explore theme. Excuse me. Or you can search for themes, like I'm searching for a theme named Rally Pro. This one is a very good theme to start with, so I'm going to install it. So I am just clicking on install, just one click to install it. Then I will make it active. For that I have to activate it. Now it's activated, and if I go back to my website, I'll see that this theme is activated, and these are the posts, and it's a good one to start with, and I like this theme very much. So this is the theme. It has a sidebar. We can add sidebars, no problem. Okay, now how to install a theme by uploading it, not just by clicking the one-click installer. Let's say that you have a theme that you got from a paid theme club like Theme Rally, or from Theme Forest, or maybe from the WordPress repository, because sometimes we don't have the access to our website, but we are on another computer. Maybe someone else has sent a theme from WordPress repository that we want to install to our website. We can do that also in this way. So what I am going to do, I am going to download a theme. Let's say that I'm just mimicking that I have purchased, or maybe I have got from a third party. Maybe they have got the theme from Theme Forest, no problem. Sorry, from WordPress.org, no problem. So I'm going to download this one. The theme is downloaded on my computer. Then what I will do, I'll go to Appearance, then Themes. Then I will click on Add New, and I will click on Upload. Then I have to select the theme file from my computer. Then I will click on Install Now. Once the upload is done, and then I can check how it will be looked on my site by clicking on Live Preview. This way, this will be previewed, or maybe all the posts will be presented on using this one. Then if I am satisfied, then I will click on Activate and Publish. Or I could do like from that screen, I could do that activate directly. but as I have already activated, so there will be no option. Based on your theme, you will have some sort of settings or welcome info messages. For example, this theme has given a message name, thanks for choosing Cadence theme. And if you want to install starter theme, then you can do that from here. What is starter theme? Different theme has different starter templates or maybe custom layouts, which are built to help you to make a website very quickly. So you can use that, but for now I am not going to show that. What I will do, I will show you how you can deactivate a theme and then how you can remove a theme completely. Okay, so let's say that I don't want to have this theme as my site theme. So what I have to do, I have to just activate another theme. I'm activating this one. That means that my Cadence theme is now deactivated and Rally Pro theme is activated. Please keep in mind that deactivation is not permanently removal of a theme. If you plan to use the theme again in the future, you can do it. So if you want to use that for the future, keep it as deactivated. But if you are sure you're not going to use it and also want to save space on your web hosting, then just remove it by clicking on theme details, then delete and hitting OK. So that's that theme is now removed from our website. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you what is theme settings and how to customize a theme. To do so, I will go back to Cadence again because Cadence has some sort of good example that I want to show. Okay, I have installed Cadence and activated it. So some themes has separate theme settings page and some only offer customization through WordPress Customizer settings API. For the case of Cadence, if we come back to appearance, you will see that there are two options: starter templates and Cadence. These are setting page or pages created by Cadence theme. If I click on Cadence, we will see that there are plenty of different options to play with to customize our site, like global color. We can do that, branding, etc. And there are different tabs to help us how to do things. And starter templates are also there, but to use the starter template, we have to install Cadence starter template plugin. But I'm not going to do that for now. I think my site has the starter template, that's why it's already there. Oh, it's not from Cadence, maybe it's from Brainstorm Force, another theme. Astra's one, I guess. Anyway, so this way you can have theme settings page from your theme, but some theme actually don't have a settings page, but they only use the customizer API. Please keep in mind that you all the theme has to use customizer API because that's recommended, and that's a must to have your theme in WordPress repository. So every theme has actually the customizer API. So to use the customizer API, we have to click on customize. Now you're gonna see that a lot of options are available, even from Cadence, like general. Under general, these are actually added by Cadence. But some theme will only have customizer API option. So those themes are very easy and pretty simple to use because you don't have to go through the settings page and remember everything, because different themes setting page has different layout and options. So this theme manages everything through the customizer API. So it has all options from the settings API, customizers API, sorry. So from here you can change different things like lab. This team offer these options. Right. Okay. So these actually theme specific feature that we have just used. So in this way we can use all the customizer option of a theme, and we can change the look and feel of our website. Please play around with your theme and you will see a lot of options. There are another thing that we need to learn, actually two more things, that is widgets and also the menus. Header and background, these are separate things. For the beginner, I don't think you just need to learn those right now, but you need to learn about widgets and menus. Widgets are normally the sidebar area of a theme. It could be these are the widgets, the sidebar, or maybe different theme has different sidebar area that could be on the header, or maybe on the footer, or maybe inside of a post. That depends on themes. But for the simplicity of this video, most of the theme will have sidebar, like left sidebar and right sidebar, or footer header based widget. This theme has right sidebar. So to use a widget, what we can do, we can go to our widget area. This theme has actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 widget, 4 widgetize area. So to use a widget, what we can do, we can click on add block. Then from there we can add the widgets that are available at this moment on this site. Like let's say that categories, that's the widget, and we can change the settings of this widget from here, no problem. Then if I go back to my site, so these are the categories, and if we want to give the title like this one, have what we have to do, we have to give 1 minute. Let me refresh this. Okay, we have to add a heading, I guess. Heading, then type the name of the heading, categories. Then I have to click move it to 1 level up. Then I have to save it. Yeah. So in this way we can manage the widgets of our theme. And the last thing that you need to know as a beginner is how to add a menu to your website if your theme doesn't have a default menu. I mean, if your theme if your site doesn't have a menu, then maybe your theme are not going to display the menu. Some theme has some sort of intelligence. They code it in such a way that it will randomly make a menu for you and show that to your website, but normally WordPress repository never allows that. For that reason, most of the WordPress repository based theme will normally not going to add any menu by default. So we have to create a menu, and right now we do have a menu as menu 1. Actually it's not a menu yet, but it's what WordPress suggested. I'm creating that menu. We can create as many menu as we want, no problem. create a new menu, what we have to do, we have to click on create a menu. Let's say that I'm giving it a footer menu name. Then I am clicking on create menu. Then I can add options that I want to show on this menu. And I'm just saving it. Now this theme has two menu. So if I want to edit a menu, I have to select it from this drop down, and then I can select, then the menu item will appear, and I can add as many menu item as I want, and I can make them in different levels, like drop down. If I drag them, that means home has a child now, and if I drop it again, home has now two childs. If I take this to about under sample page will have another child. And I'm saving this menu. Okay, now how to add the menu on your website, or maybe the location of your theme. You can see that under the menu setting there are different display location. For this theme we have one location, so I can select display location and primary, or you can select the location from here. This theme has one location, so primary location, and you can select the menu, which menu you want to display on that location. And now if I go to my site, then I'll see that there is one menu option, because I just have home and it has child, two child, and sample has another child. And if I go back to menu from this option also, then if I want, I can take out all menu item and make them separate child. I mean separate menu option or parent. Now I have a menu with 4 items. So in this way we can use a theme. This is the very basic of a theme, and you need to play around with your themes. These are very basic option based theme that I have shown in this video. Theme needs a lot of attention and a lot of changes to build a website. Don't worry, after you finish learning about the basics, you will learn about those advanced things on my channel also. I hope you have liked this video. If you did, please press the thumbs up button. If you have any question, please leave a comment so I can reply with the answer. Until next video, take care. Hello everyone, welcome to WordPress Boffin. This is your host Mizan, and today I'm here with another brand new video from my series named WordPress for Absolute Beginner. In this video, you will learn everything that you need to know about WordPress plugins. Things like what is plugin in WordPress, how to use WordPress plugin, how to install, uninstall, and customize WordPress plugin settings. So let's begin. If you haven't watched the previous video of this series, then please look at the info card at the top right corner or in the description below. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. This video series is sponsored by BD Themes. BD Themes creates exciting plugins for WordPress. Some of their plugins are Element Pack Pro, Ultimate Post Kit, Prime Slider, and so on. Please check out their website for their latest plugins and what they're offering for you guys. Okay, let's start now. What is plugin in WordPress? A WordPress plugin is a piece of software that plugs into your WordPress site. This small application helps us to extend the feature and functions of a WordPress website. WordPress plugins are made up of PHP code and can include other assets such as images, CSS code, and JavaScript. But don't worry if you don't know how to make a plugin. There are plenty of plugins to use from WordPress repository and also from third parties to extend the feature and functionality of your website. Now, let's see how to install WordPress plugin and how we can use them. I have a dedicated group for this particular YouTube channel and also for my website, that is facebook.com/groups/WP Boffins. You can ask any question on this group. The community is very helpful, and I also answer there with people's query. I try to understand what they are up to and how to solve that problem. So please feel free to join this group and community. Let's go to the lab.wpboffins.com where we are working with our website and learning things about the basics of WordPress. Let's have a look how we can install WordPress plugin. There are several ways we can do that. We can install from the default WordPress repository or from sites like Theme Forest, Theme Rally, Code Canyon, and BD themes. If we are installing a plugin from repository, it could be automatic. That is, you can do it by just clicking one button, that is the one-click installer. But please keep in mind that most of the WordPress repository plugins are free version, and they are based on freemium model. That is, they have the light version of their plugin into the WordPress repository, and most of the cases they also have the pro version, which actually helps you to grow your website. But very good and popular plugins, light or the free version, gives you all the leverage to build a website. You just need some extra. If you need some extra feature, then only you need the pro version. So free version is more than enough to start with. For paid plugins, we have to purchase from third-party website and then upload the plugin into WordPress dashboard, and then we can use them. Okay, let's install the plugin in both ways. To install WordPress plugin, we have to go to the plugins menu option. If we hover over plugins, we'll see there are three options by default. One of them is install plugin, and if we hover over plugins, it's the same. And even if we hover over installed plugins, it's still the same. And there is another one, add new, and then there is plugin file editors. So if I go to install plugins, then I will see all the installed plugin on my WordPress website at this moment. And in this install plugin dashboard or screen option, there are a few options like all plugin. It lists all the plugins that are available at this moment on this WordPress site. Active means the activated plugin at this moment. Inactive means the plugin that I have installed but haven't activated yet. Updates available means the plugin that has update from the developer. Auto update disabled means the plugin that are not updating automatically. WordPress also helps us to update a plugin automatically and keep up to date with the developer. But keep in mind that some plugins might break your site if you automatically update them without consulting with the developer, or maybe without checking the change log of that plugin. So be aware of updating plugin. Don't just immediately update it. Just check if it's compatible with your WordPress version or not. Okay, let's install a plugin right at this moment. I am going to do that, and for doing so, I can click on add new, or I can click on add new from this menu item. Totally up to you and totally up to me. So I'm clicking here. Just like the theme, installing a new theme, plugin also offers the similar thing, kind of similar thing. without the I mean, theme has the number how many popular theme at this moment, but plugin doesn't have any number behind these featured popular options. So these are the repository plugins, and these are the featured. Featured means WordPress core team featured this plugin, and these are very good to use with. And popular means the popular plugins. Recommended means the recommended plugin by WordPress for this particular version of WordPress that you have. And favorite means if you are logged into your WordPress, you can favorite wordpress.org account, you can favorite your plugin and you can check those plugin here. So that's the way you can check all the plugins. These are the featured plugin. If I click on popular, then I will see the popular plugin. So these are the popular WordPress plugins, and there are plenty of plugins popular. You can go there are recommended plugins, and favorite means the favorite one that you have favorited. So it's quite similar like the themes repository and installing theme. If you haven't checked the theme video, please check that also, and on the iCard or on maybe in the description. Let's say that you don't know what plugin you require to use, then what you can do, you can search the plugin using this box. There are different way you can do that. You can search based on keyword. You can search author name, like a developer and their company and you want to search their plugin, or you can search a plugin based on the tags. Normally we actually search based on keyword. I'm going to search Elementor, and if I search Elementor, it will automatically show all the Elementor based plugin. At this moment I have Elementor activated, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to install a plugin from the sponsor at this moment. Their plugin is very good, by the way. So I guess, yeah, this one. So I'm installing the free version. They already have 60,000 active installation. To install a WordPress plugin manually, what we have to do, we have to upload the plugin file that we have got from the WordPress repository, or maybe from third-party site that are selling, or maybe we're having the plugin for free. So we need to have the plugin file under a zip file format, then we can upload that. So the steps are same. At the beginning you have to click on add new, then instead of searching from this box, we have to click on upload, then from there we have to select the plugin file from choose file, and I'm installing a plugin named auto tagger Amazon. So I'm on after I have selected the file, then I'm going to click on install now. Similar process like the theme one. If you haven't watched that video, please watch it. After that we have to click on activate. If we don't click on activate, that means that the plugin is installed but not activated on the system. So if we click on activate, then the plugin will be activated. So this is the manual way of installing a plugin from the WordPress repository. We can download it. For example, if I go to WordPress repository, and then I have to click on download. Then I can download the zip file on my computer. Maybe I'm getting the file from a third party or a third person, like from my client, from my friends, or from my developer. Then I can upload that in this way. This is the manual way of how to install a plugin. Hope that makes sense. So I just installed that plugin. So in this way we can install a plugin in our WordPress site. And how to deactivate a plugin? Just simply we can click on deactivate. It will be deactivated. If you don't want to use this plugin anymore for the future, you can delete a deactivated plugin by clicking on delete. But if you plan to use a plugin later, then you just don't have to delete it. You just keep it as deactivated. So whenever we're installing a plugin, it can give a lot of options to extend our WordPress website. Those are the options that are required. That's why we have installed the plugin, right? So those options are actually available in various section of our website. Like those could be under the settings, those could be under the tools, or maybe a menu item. I have just installed Element Pack and Element Pack Pro, two plugins. Both of them are actually under this Element Pack Pro. So whenever we are installing a plugin, it could have such menu option. It is known as settings page of the plugins. A plugin can have one setting page or multiple settings page. At this moment, Element Pack Pro has multiple settings page. If I click on this one, you will see that it has different setting page, and if I click on different tabs, it's actually the same thing. So these are settings page. So normally what we can do, we can change this setting options the way we want to change it. And this video is not about a particular plugin. That's why I'm not going through with this plugin. Different plugin will have different type of setting page. For example, if I go to WP Table Builder, that is another plugin, and this one has different types of settings page. So it's totally dependent upon the plugin. So I'm not going to demonstrate in this video how you can set up this WP Table Builder or Element Pack Pro or any other third-party plugins. This video is solely about what is plugin and how you can install and uninstall them and use them. Please go ahead and explore the WordPress repository, or you can search on Google about any WP plugin. Like you want to make a WordPress job board plugin. So you can search in this way and you can see the search result and explore, and you can install them and get an idea how different plugin has different sort of settings and how to change options, things like that. As this is the series for the beginners, so I think, and I am assuming that whoever watching this video, you are also a beginner. So what you can do at this moment, you can explore as many plugins as you can and then check what they are offering and check what types of options are available on their plugin. I think then you will be quite familiar with WordPress plugins ecosystem, and you can easily manage any third-party plugins later. And in this WordPress Boffins channel, I am going to bring a lot of walkthrough of different plugins, and those will be very useful for you guys. I will give A to Z full walkthrough how to install a plugin, how to use them, how to make a use case with real life example and website creation. So that is coming, but for now you need to explore as many plugins as you can, and I will give some list on the description of this video. Those plugins are quite crucial and essential to have whenever you're installing a WordPress website. So I'm not mentioning any plugins name at this moment in this video because that list will be updated time to time, but though most of them will be free, and you can start developing your website with those plugins with different feature and functionality. Okay, so I hope that you have understood what is WordPress plugin and how to use them, and what is the difference between different types of plugins, like free plugins, paid plugins, and what is settings page of plugin, where the settings resides, things like that. In my next video, I'll talk about something new for the beginners. Until next time, I hope that you are staying safe and happy. In this video, you will learn everything that you need to know about WordPress users, like what is user in WordPress, how to add an user in WordPress, WordPress user role. I'm going to explain the WordPress user role in details. Hey everyone, this is Mizan. Welcome to WordPress Boffin, and this is another brand new video from my WordPress management series named WordPress for Absolute Beginner. If you haven't watched the previous video of this series, please look at the info card or in the description of this video. If you're new here in my channel, please consider subscribing. What is user in WordPress? Users are people who have already registered on your website, and every user is assigned a specific role when their account is created. In WordPress, a user role is given to each person who can log into your WordPress website to define what they can and what they can't do. By default, 5 user roles are offered. This means that some users can have full control over your website, while others will only be able to view your content. I will explain the user role later in this video. First, let's create a user. How to create a user in WordPress? User can be created in 2 ways. Number 1, by an admin, and number 2, if the site supports, users can create their account by themselves. Okay, let's create a user in both ways. First of all, as I am the admin at this moment, I will demonstrate the first method, that if you are an admin, how you can create a user account. To know the current user of your website, you can go to users and all users, same thing, we already know that. And if I click on this option, then I will see that all the users available of this website at this moment. Right now there is only one user of this particular WordPress installation. If I want to add another user, what I can do, I can click on add new, or maybe from here add new, same thing. Then the first option is very important and it's required. You have to give a username. So I'm giving Mistress, and email address is important, and you can give any email address, but that should be a email address already created. So first name, last name, website, language, password, these are not required. This will automatically be generated by WordPress, or some of the options like first name, last name, website, this could be changed by the user by themselves when they are changing their options. Okay, this option is very important, send user notification. If you tick this mark, that means whenever you are creating a user, the email address that you are giving, that email address will have the all details like their username and how to reset their password, things like that. So right now I'm creating a user, and role is very important. As I said, there are 5 default role in WordPress. These are those roles: subscriber, contributor, author, editor, administrator. And no role for this site. There is another role which we can give after we create an user. I will show that later, but the primary roles are these 5. And if you have third-party plugins, that can have more roles. So I'm creating a user with the subscriber role. Subscriber means that they can log into your website and they can see any post that are only private, or some other things that you have set up with other plugins that requires the logged in users. I'll explain the user roles and their capabilities later. Okay, so that user can have that email, and they can reset their password. This is the first way. And the second way would be uh, creating an user account by themselves. For doing so, what we have to do, we have to have an option like anyone can register. This option should be selected, otherwise no one can create an user account on your website. So for doing so, we have to go to settings, then general, then checking this mark and saving the changes. Now let's say that let me log into in incognito mode, and lab.wp boffins is our website. Right now I don't have a menu item for registering. I am not going to demonstrate that yet, but what someone can do, someone can give a slash after your website name, then wp admin or wp register.php. hopefully it will work. Yeah, so wp-register.php are going to bring you guys here. Or if you if you give wp admin, that's the easiest way. Then you can have this option register. Same thing. The two thing is very important to creating a user, as I said, the username and the password. So we have to give that. For this case, I'm giving and any email address that you have. Then you have to click on register, and to complete the registration you have to check your email for the details, and then you have to confirm your account. Let me check if it's I haven't given any password, so I have to set that password by visiting the email. Let me do that. Whenever you're getting an email like this, then you have to click on this option, and I'm opening in incognito because I am already logged in with another user. Then you have to give a password. These are the auto-generated password. If you want to give something you want, then you can give that, and make sure that you have a special characters, numbers, etc., and a capital letter. So I'm going to generate a password, and I'm going to save it. Then what we can do, we can click on login. wp-login.php is the login, or wp-admin. Both ways we can log into a WordPress website. So right now I am going to log into this site, and by default the role would be subscriber, because I have put that role here. If you put any other role like contributor, author, editor, by default people will be joining in your website by signing up with those roles. So please be aware which role you are putting in your registration process, like in the settings. If you are giving administrator, that means they will have the whole full access to your website. Okay, this is the way how you can create user in WordPress. Now if you want to know more about the roles and capabilities, I'm going to explain that now. What are WordPress user role and their capabilities? WordPress has 6 predefined roles: super admin, administrator, editor, author, contributor, and subscriber. But you will only have 5 roles if you are not under a multi-site WordPress network. That means if your WordPress setup is single site, then you will have 5. If your setup is multi-site, then you will have 6. Multi-site means one WordPress setup can have multiple WordPress for different purposes. For example, let's say that you are running a magazine website, then you have a section named, let's say, entertainment. You have a section named sports. You have a section named technology. You have a section named let's say travel. You can put all of them in your one website under categories and managing them. But if you want to have separate site with separate design for separate things, like entertainment might need something glamorous, technology might need something tech savvy, travel, maybe more travel oriented, focusing on traveling things, sponsoring things, booking things like that. So you might need different look and feel for your website. At that case, if you want your user to have one login for every website, then you can install the multi-site WordPress, but that's a kind of advanced theme. But that's kind of an advanced thing to do, which we'll learn slowly in this channel. For now, this you need to know that there are 6 roles in general for multi-site, and 5 roles in general for the regular WordPress setup, that is the single site. So let me explain the role to you. Super admin, somebody with access to the site network administration features and all the features. And administrator, somebody who has access to all the administration feature within a single site. So these are same, but the super admin can manage all the sub account, I mean sub sites on a multi-site installation, but the administrator only can access the single site that they are assigned to. Or maybe that when we are having a single site at this moment, this setup is a single site, so I am the administrator. But if it was multi-site, then I could be the super admin, and the account that I created, Misspress, that could be the admin. Okay, the next role is editor, and somebody who can publish and manage posts, including the post of other users. They are known as editors. The next role is author, somebody who can publish and manage their own post. Keep in mind that author and editor, they can publish immediately. The next role is contributor, somebody who can write and manage their own post but can't publish those posts by themselves. An editor or an administrator need to check that post and publish that post. So that means those posts would be under review for someone with higher role like administrator and editor. Author can't approve other contributors' posts, by the way. Author can publish by themselves, but they don't have the editing capability of others' posts. The least powerful user role is subscriber, somebody who can only manage their profile. This is the profile page. So someone who can only manage their profile, and if there is any private post, they can see that post. That role is for the subscriber. And upon installing WordPress, an administrator account is automatically created, which we already know because we have seen that. Please keep in mind that if you install third-party plugins, that could create extra user role. For example, WooCommerce, Easy Digital Downloads, this creates separate role for managing shops, finances, and other things. And if you install search engine optimization SEO related plugin, for example RankPath Pro, then or RankPath, that can have SEO related user role. So that's for another video. That's not for the regular video user role video. Okay, now how to remove and edit user role or user account. For doing so, we can go, if you're admin, you can edit anyone's account or remove anyone's account. But if you are only editor, author, contributor, subscriber, then you can only edit your profile or delete your no, you can't delete, but you can edit your profile, but an administrator can delete. So for example, let's say that I want to edit Misspress. So I'm clicking on edit, then I can change the name or any option that are available. I can add biographical information, and if let's say that for some reason this user don't have access to their email anymore, so they have reached you out and said that please set a password for me, then you can actually create a new password. You can put a password, things like that, and then you can give that password to them or set the password for them. So in this way you can edit a user. And to remove a user, we just have to click on delete. I'm going to delete this one. When you're deleting a user, if they have some post, there will be an option here. Let's say, let me assign a post to give you to give you the best idea. By the way, please like the video. If you guys like the video, then it will help me to, go in the top of YouTube search, and that will help me to create more content. And by this way, I know that you're liking my content and you are appreciating it. You are encouraging me to create new contents. Okay, so I'm going to change the user. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, W2 Boffin. Okay, I have to change the role to something upper, like author contributor, uh, to have that user on the list, because I was having WP Boffins only. By the way, mispress is not there because I haven't confirmed that user yet. That's why. So now let's say that I want to remove this user, this one. If I click on delete, then you'll see that you are having an option like you can delete all the content created by that user, or you can attribute all content to someone else. So I'm attributing that to mispress, and I'm going to confirm the deletion. Now mispress has one account. Oh, mispress was actually subscriber, that's why I couldn't see anyone. So in this way you can delete a user. I hope you have liked this video. If you did, please press the thumbs up button. If you have any question, please leave a comment so I can reply with answer. Until next video, take care. In this video, you will learn everything that you need to know about WordPress tools, like what is tools in WordPress and how to use tools in WordPress. Hello everyone, welcome to WordPress Boffin. This is your host Mizan, and I'm here with another brand new episode from my WordPress management series named WordPress for Absolute Beginner. If you haven't watched the previous video of this series, please look at the iCard or in the description below. Okay, let's get started. What is Tools in WordPress? Tools is a menu tab in the WordPress admin sidebar. It contains tools to perform some non-routine management tasks. WordPress Tools section contains scripts that are needed only on extraordinary occasions. That's why those scripts don't come pre-installed with WordPress, but only listed so you can find them more easily when necessary. But also keep in mind that some WordPress plugins pushes some settings and option pages to WordPress tools menu, and you can have those tools also under the tools menu that are pushed by any WordPress plugins. Okay, what tools are available in WordPress? To start using available tools, what we have to do, we have to go to our WordPress dashboard. From there, if we click on tools, then we'll see that there is a menu named available tools. So right now we have a category and text converter available, but this is not the tool or the tools that we're looking for. To use the tools, we have to click on import, and these are the available free tools that comes with WordPress. And let's say that you have a blogger blog and you want to bring the post and settings from Blogger, then you can click on the Blogger install now, and categories and text converter to convert text to categories and categories to text selectively. Live Journal is another platform. Mobile type and type better another platform, and we can also import RSS feed based post from third-party RSS and Tumblr post. And the most important is WordPress can import WordPress posts like post page, comments, custom fields, categories, etc. So the most commonly used tools is WordPress, and I'm right now going to install it. It's actually known as WordPress importer. After installing the WordPress importer, then you will see that there is an option named Run Importer. So if I click on Run Importer, then it will try to import, and I have to select a XML file written in WXR format, that is known as WordPress Extended RSS format. So if I choose an import, then it will import. Let's say that you want to export all of your WordPress post and other options. Then what you can do, you can click on export, and all content means all contents, and post means post, pages mean pages, landing pages, my templates, media. These are the separate custom post type that you can export and import to any other WordPress website. So these are the most commonly used tools. And site health, export personal data, it is personal data. These are the new options. Site health means that if the WordPress website needs any sort of improvement and security breaches that are scanned by WordPress, then you can see on here. And this is a cool new feature by WordPress itself. And export personal data means if I want to export this user's personal data, then I can click on that and export it. And I can also give the username. Then if I send request, then that particular user have to give consent that this export is necessary. Then the export will be available here, and we can easily download. And if we want to erase any personal data that are available on this website, and we can also do that. So in this way, WordPress now are following GDPR and CCPA compliance. These are the available tools. And some plugins pushes options in tools also, like non-routine task. Let's say that you have a plugin, let's say that better search and replace, and you want to use that occasionally, then that can push without creating a separate setting page, or maybe a separate menu option that can push that options inside these tools. Hopefully you got an idea. So in a nutshell, what I can say, WordPress helps us to bring third-party websites content through these tools. And by clicking on import, we can import separate sort of websites content like Blogger, Tumblr, RSS, WordPress. Then once we have installed the required import plugin, then we can run that. To import any WordPress post, then pages and comments, we have to run WordPress importer. So if we click on that, then we can bring the all the post and contents. And export means if we want to export all of our WordPress content, then we can export it and later import that to any other third-party websites, so that become one-click post and content importer. Hopefully you got an idea what is WordPress tools. I hope you can use it now, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. In this video, you will learn what is WordPress settings, everything you need to know about WordPress settings. Hello everyone, welcome to WordPress Boffins. This is your host Mizan, and I'm here with another brand new video from my WordPress management series named WordPress for Absolute Beginners. If you haven't watched the previous video of this series, please look at the info cards or in the description of this video. If you are new here in my channel, please consider subscribing. Okay. What is WordPress settings, or what is settings in WordPress? The settings area of your WordPress dashboard acts as a central location for the tools you need to define, customize, and control the various sections of your website. There are 6 default pages to traverse, although some plugins will often add further options. Within each page are options to micromanage the way reader interact with posts, such as via commenting, general site-wide time and date settings, and even some essential tweaks related to usability and your search engine ranking. As you can imagine, these settings affect the very fabric of your site, and it is one good way to provide a unique experience for visitors. Okay, let's dive into the basic settings that comes with WordPress, and we'll also check some settings added by some other plugins. By the way, this video series is sponsored by BD Themes. BD Themes creates exciting plugins for WordPress. Please check out their website to find out their latest plugins. Okay, let's go to the WordPress dashboard and check out the settings that are available with every WordPress installation, and also we are going to check out other settings pages added by plugins. To locate the settings that are available with WordPress, we have to go to the settings menu on the left hand side of our menu, and it is usually the last option of our WordPress dashboard menu. But I have another menu option named HTTPS. This is from a plugin named WordPress HTTPS, and that plugins help to properly manage the secure server login, that is SSL certificate. But normally you will not have this option on your WordPress if you don't use this plugin or any other plugins. So usually you will have the last option as settings on your WordPress setup. I hope that makes sense, and you don't have any confusion with my setup. Okay, I said that there are 6 default setting page or options available, but now there are 7 because WordPress has added privacy also. So that should be 7. So if we click on these settings or in the general, as we know that first option is always linked to the menu item name, that is general settings available for WordPress. If we click on it, then we'll see the default options available for this particular website. The general settings usually indicates the basic settings like the site name, site slogan or tagline, WordPress address, site address, and also administrative email, whether a member can register on this service or not, this kind of options. So those are general settings. So I'm going to describe every one of them now because I want to make this video with all the options available for WordPress settings. Okay, first one is site title. If I go to my home page, this is the site title WP Boffins, and if you are not using any theme based logo uploader or things like that, then maybe this is very useful for you to change the name according to your need. So right now there is WP Boffins. If I want to give this name WP Boffins lab, when I'm typing, you will see that in this area it is live previewing what will be the name of the site. But now let's save it, and if I refresh the page, we'll see that the site name changed to WP Boffins Lab, and just another WordPress site, that is the slogan or the tagline of this site, and we can change it to anything. Just another WordPress site by WP Boffins Lab. Oh, that's a cool name, by the way. WP Boffins Lab. So in this way we can update the tagline also. Okay, I hope that you know what is the purpose of these 2 options. Then the WordPress address URL is actually where your WordPress is installed, that is the domain that that has this particular WordPress installation. Now if you want to have a different URL structure or different name, then you can set that up on this option. Like let's say that you don't want to have lab, maybe fab.wordpress wpboffins.com, then you can give that name. But you have to keep in mind that if you are changing any domain name, then you have to add that to your DNS record of your domain register setting page. So let's say that I want to have an I after this. Let's see what it goes. As there is no domain change, just the URL prefixes changed, so I hope it will not make any chaos. Now if I go to my home page and if I click, see there is an I after my WordPress actual WordPress installation. So in this way you can change your website's address, and please remember that site address means the virtual address and WordPress address means the actual address. So WordPress address will be where your site is installed, and site address is where you want it to point. Okay, administration email is as it says, the administrator's email, and if anything happens with your WordPress, this email address will be used to recover that. So you have to give a proper good email address that you have access to, so that you can have all the necessary emails, and if required you can have the access back for your website. Okay, membership is whether people can register on your WordPress site or not. If you click on this option, then that means if it's ticked, that means people can register on your website. If it's unticked, then people can't register on your website. If it's ticked, then whenever people are registering in your website, you can define their role, user role. We already have learned WordPress user role. If you haven't watched that video, please check for that video of in the WordPress for absolute beginners video series, or maybe I will add that on the description also. So by default, subscriber is the role that WordPress actually offers under this option. You can change it to anything like contributor, author, editor, administrator, but please keep in mind that every user role has different capabilities, so you choose accordingly. Okay, the next option is site language. You can change to different languages. By default, WordPress installs the English United States, but you can change it to anything else like Bengali. Bangla is the one that my native language, but you can change to anyone that is your native language, and WordPress has support for these languages. Like all the options in the dashboard will change accordingly. Let's say that I want to keep it to Bengali, and then I am saving it. It will take some time because it will install the language pack, then it will change everything. Let's see what happened. If you are a Bengali speaking people, then you know what it means. These are changed, everything changed into Bengali. So now I'm going to back to English because I don't want to, you know, make you scratch your head and pull out some hair from your head. Okay, so the next option is the time zone. By default, UTC plus 0 is the default time zone, that is universal time, coordinated universal time is meaning UTC. So WordPress actually uses UTC because GMT sometimes changes, but WordPress uses UTC because UTC is always universal and never changes for daylight 7 and things like that. So that's why WordPress has, you know, adapted this time zone. So you can set up your accurate time zone, but normally some plugins always uses UTC plus 0, that is O. So if your site behaves weirdly, then you have to always keep it UTC plus 0. And but if you are using e-commerce and you need to have proper timing, then you have to change it anyway. The date format, as I said, you can change it to any of these, and you can also have custom date format. And for custom date format options, you can check on this documentation how you can put their date and things like that. And if you click here, you will see that the custom formatting is actually also changing, and the time format also the same. You can see that if I click on any one of these, then it will change. And if you need to have a custom structure, then please go read this documentation available, how you should put your times and things like that. Okay, the last option is when your site's week starts. It is very important if you are having an e-commerce, or maybe something important like where you need to know when the week holidays or weekends, things like that. So you can put it, and internationally Monday is the starting date, so by default it will come with that. And if you need to change it, you can change it, no problem. Then whenever you are done, you have to click on save changes. These are the general settings. Let's dive into the writing settings. As the name suggests, writing settings is for writing WordPress post and things like that. By default, there is a default category named uncategorized, and if you want, you can change it to any other categories that are available in your WordPress setup. And by default, the default post format will be standard, but if your theme, it's a theme specific options, different theme has different post types or post format, I should say, and you can select anything like code, things like that. So by default it will be standard. And this is very important. If your site has XML RPC enabled, then you can help people to write using email, but then they will send proper email to that particular email address, and from that email address the post will be updated. But it's not secure, because using XML RPC, people can inject codes to your site. So I don't prefer this, using this option. This is not recommended. So now let's go to the reading section of this setting page. Reading means how your content will be displayed to WordPress user. By default, as WordPress is a blogging system, so your setup will have your latest post. But WordPress, using WordPress, we can create anything. So if you want to have a static page as your home page, then you can click on this option, and then you can select any of your pages. And post page means the blog page. And by default, if your theme or your setup has a good blog layout, then you can select that page also. Or if you don't select it, then by default the WordPress default mechanism will use to show your WordPress page. If I save it, then let's see what is happening. Okay, so yeah, because I don't have anything, because we have changed the URL. So this is the default that page. Now I don't have any post available. Okay, so in this way we can change it. I'm just reverting back to your latest post. And blog post means how many posts are available per page. Let's say that our website has a lot of posts, then there will be pagination, and every page will have 10 posts. But if I want every page should have one post, then I can give it, and every page will have now one post, and there will be pagination. See, next page or previous page, things like that. So in this way we can also control how many posts are available. Syndication means RSS feed, how many items will be available in the RSS feed. You can also define that like 10 to 15, 100. And in the syndication, that is in the RSS feed, whether there should be the full content or excerpt, that is the mini version of your content, like that. Okay. The last option is very important, search engine visibility. And by default there will be no checked mark, that is it will be unticked, but as this is a playground for me and I don't want to hamper my WordPress boffins.com's SEO ranking, so I have put ticked the discourage search engine for index from index in the space site option. So if you are working developing your site, you can also put tick it, and whenever you are done you can uncheck it, and then search engine like Google, Bing will start to index your site. The next option is discussion. If we go discussion, by the name we can say that it's for commenting. We know that we can comment on WordPress post, like we can comment here. So how we are going to handle the comments and moderation, we can set up those in the discussion settings. By default, these are the default post settings, post comment settings option or discussion setting option. The first option is attempt to notify any blog link from the post. If you have that option checked, then whenever you are putting any link on your content in the body of the content, then it will send a notification to that particular website that your content has been linked to XYZ website, and by this way they knows, and normally when we know that there is a trackback and pingback coming to our website, actually this is the mechanism, and they will be notified, and they will feel, sometimes they will feel good or maybe bad, depends on the situation and where you are linking them. Allow link notification from other blogs, that is the first one was for you are sending them request or notification. The second one is for they're sending you notification when they're linking you. And allow people to submit comments on new posts. That means that if you have this checked, then people can comment, otherwise people can't comment on the new post. Okay, the next option is other comment settings. Normally comment author must fill out their name and email. If you don't give it, then they can put their comment anonymously, but it's better to have this, and in this way you can also collect email address and their names. And if you click on user must be registered and logged in to comment, that means that they have to register on your website before they comment. And if you get a lot of comments, or if your site is a newspaper types of site and those news are only available, only relevant for a particular period of time, then you can select this option and give a particular date. That means that that comment box will be closed after, in this case, 14 days. And if you say that I want to close it after 2 days, then after posting that post, and after 2 days that will be closed, people can't comment. This is very useful for website that has content which become irrelevant in a few days, like event blogs or maybe newspaper. Show comment cookies opt-in checkbox, allowing comment author cookies to be set. This means that as people are giving their email address and name, that means that there are some sort of privacy, and GDPR consent, GDPR, you need to comply with GDPR. So for that, if you select this option, that means that people will find a checkbox, like, as I am logged in, so there is no checkbox. Let me check. Okay, see, this is means this box, and in this way that cookie will be saved, and you can opt-in checkbox, and it's for opt-in, but it's also good for GDPR. And this is some setups like threaded comments, things like that. I will make separate video later if these options are necessary, if I get comments from people that they want to have different settings like that for these options, different tutorials for these options. Email me whenever, means if someone is putting any comment, and if some comments are held for moderation, you can have an email to your WordPress administrative email address, and this before a comment appears by someone, you can moderate. Comment author must have previously approved comment, or all comment you can moderate. Comment must be manually approved. That means all the comment will be manually approved. If there is no this option is unchecked, then if someone has a comment before, then their comment will be automatically approved, things like that. And this is means comment moderation. If there are more than 2 links, then you can moderate them, or if there are some URLs that you want to moderate, you can put those here. And if there are some word that you don't want people to put, you can add those, like swear words, things like that. And avatar is the display options, and you can show avatar, or you can disable it. And by default, there which avatar will be there, you can select that, or maybe you can select any other through plugins. The next option is media. Then here you can select the default thumbnail size, default medium image size, and the large image size. And if you want to organize your post, uploaded images or media files into data and mark base folder, then you can check this one and click save changes. The last important option is permalink, second last, to be honest. Okay, permalink means the URL structure. Okay, right now I have day and name. That means full year, month, date, then the name of the post, that is the slug. If I put plain, that means it will have a plain URL structure, like let's say question mark p equal 51. That is a query string based URL, which is not search engine friendly. So if you are running a blog where you write every day, maybe newspaper or magazine types of website, then you can put day and name. In this way you can easily filter out post, and search engine will have better option and understanding which post has been published when, and your audience will also have that leverage to select posts that are recent. By month name, that means if you are writing month based, that is magazine, monthly magazine, then you can also put this, like there will be no date, that means year and month, and the post name. Numeric means there will be a archive, means some sort of keyword or area where your post will be, and then the post name or the number, in this case post ID. And the widely used one is post name. Most of the evergreen or organic website uses this option, and I also use this one because most of my contents are evergreen and always relevant. So if your content is like that, you can put this post name. And by custom structure means that you can put custom structure and you can use these options. But as this is the beginner friendly video, I'm not explaining everything, and usually the post name or day name and month name is more than enough for you. And you can change the category based and tag based. By default, the category base is category, and tag base is tag. If you want to change those, you can write the name here. And the final one is for privacy, for GDPR and CCPA consent. And by default, WordPress creates a privacy policy page. You can use that one, or you can use any other privacy policy page and change the content of the page accordingly. According to your needs, you can change that privacy policy page. And in this way, you can make your site compliance with the latest GDPR, CCPA, and other consent or compliance. That was kind of it for all the WordPress settings. And third-party plugin might have another setting page in under the settings, or maybe outside of the settings, so you can use those. And every setting page, whether that's from WordPress or from other plugins, will have same thing. You will have the option to change things and make it well and good enough for your website. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment if you have any question, or if you have any video request, you can also do that on the comment. And if you want me to improve my video, you can also put some constructive critics in the comment. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.